Hello and welcome to Buckman's Model Mania. Today we're going to be working on the Alien build, the Xenomorph from Agora. I had to think for a second. It's been a while since I've worked on this. Stage 52, which is the left hand. We do a little bit on the left hand and we also finish off the right arm. Sorry about the crinkling noise. They managed to find the loudest paper on the planet, just like the bubble, packaging. I forget what it's called, but they managed to find the loudest packaging there as well. So what we've got is part of the hand, part of the fingers. Got some there should be some screws in here and two pieces for the arm that are going to go together just like this. We've got black screws. We have a joining tab here. There should be some silver screws. If I remember right, the black screws and the silver screws are all the same throughout the build. If I remember right, the black screws are for plastic, the silver screws are for metal. Go ahead and roll down because I have the instructions on the screen rather than the book, because that is how Agora does it. I actually like that better. And I'm guessing that it might save a little bit of money for the customer in the long run. So we'll put the spare silver screw away. Get out the oil. We'll put it on the purple mat where I've been working on wood, so that the next time I work on wood, we get an oil stain. Isn't that a smart idea? We'll just move that up there. So we're going to grab the first one. Dip it in oil here. Start it on this part here, and you can see there are two screw holes there, similar to what we've done in the past on the arms. Same thing here. Tighten it down until it is firm. That's all we need the oil for on this part of the build. Let me go ahead and close that. And we'll bring over the arm. Move the fingers and the hand out of the way, plus the screws. And this is going to go on here just like this. I could probably just push it in there and leave it. Let's see, it's not quite as snug as I would like it. It's not sticking in there. And I was always going to glue it anyway. Let's see if we have a black super glue that is going to work. Problem with glues is that when you leave them sit for a while, they tend to clog up. This one is actually working. This will actually finish off the right arm. Actually, this is, yeah, the right arm. Okay. I had to look and make sure that I was thinking right, because even though I said a few minutes ago that it was the left hand, I'm old. I haven't slept. Didn't sleep yet, so that's not the excuse. The excuse is I'm old. So we're going to put a little bit on here as well, on these pins. Is it going to do anything? I don't think so. But you can see it on there. This part here is going to go down into that hole there. So we're going to just push it in place. And I'm not sure, but I don't think it's going to need a zip tie to lock it in place. Maybe. Yeah, let me grab two zip ties. which happen to be sitting here on the table from the last time I worked on here. I've actually had parts for the Alien sitting on this table for quite a while. And it's not quite long enough, so we're going to just use 2 zip ties, pull it together. It is more on the top than the bottom that I see it flexing out. So we're going to grab it right about here. Pull it as tight as I can. And you can see a little bit of flex there when I squeeze it, but it should be okay. The glue should grab it and hold on to it. And that finishes off that arm. Okay. So now let's turn the page or roll the page down, as the case may be. Test fit the pegs, glue in place. Okay. It does say to glue these in place. Put the black glue away. Go back, since this is a solid join, not going to have to flex. Go back to the clear super glue. Leave that open so that it can dry out if I forget overnight, or 2, more importantly, so that it will run back down inside. Let's see, does this have a L2? This is L2, L3, and L1. And I'll show you just on one of them. Whoa. Not sure if you can see that. Right there is an L2. So L2, I believe, goes, double check it. Come on, line up. Not sure. Test fits pegs on the back of the left corresponding raised socket on the back of the left hand, glue in place. Let's see what the next picture shows. Okay. L2. Let me double check that this is L2. L2 does indeed go right here. What I'm going to do, since it is being a little bit of a pain and not wanting to go in, I'm going to put a little glue into the socket holes, a little bit on the edge. Not going to worry about the between the fingers because L3 will be coming in a second. Double check, L3, L2, and something to note is there is a nice socket there along with that pin for when it goes onto the finger. When it manages to fit onto that pin. And it's still not wanting to play nice. Don't grab yet, grab up there first. See, the problem is you're trying to do this, not glue yourself to it at the same time. It's hitting one hole, one pinhole, and then not the other at the same time. That one just grabbed, so I stand corrected. Thought it had grabbed. That one lined up. Get the other one lined up as well. Come on. And that's what I was afraid was going to happen. I think. Yeah, it bent that pin. So the solution is going to be to take that pin out. If it'll come out, it bent, but now it doesn't want to come out. looking for my needle nose pliers. Leatherman tool will work in a pinch. So we're going to snap that pin off. That one was dropping into place. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some glue back on there. Like that. And then we're going to drop that pin into that hole. Pin and socket into that hole. Went on there just like it was supposed to. Now I'm going to shift this over just a little bit and put some glue down between the finger and the hand. Same with over here, put it right on the seam. It's a good place to use a glue looper, which I have got in front of me, but I haven't used in forever. I tend to use my pen vise instead. Glue looper would drop the glue down in that seam pretty easily. So let's see. And it has grabbed a hold, so that's good. Let's see if this one will fit into place the way it's supposed to, or is the pin, secondary pin that's closer to the wrist, going to be a pain just like the other one, the first one. This is where I find out this, they're mismarked, and this is supposed to actually be L2 or not. That one's lined up, that one, I think. Interesting. Okay, there we go. I felt it drop into place. So we're going to do this a little bit different. Since I can get the pins to line up, there's not going to be any stress on this join at all. So I'm just going to put some glue in there and snap it home, just like that. So there you go. First two fingers installed on the left hand. And then of course the second to last thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be installing the end of the, what I call the middle thumb, or actually not the middle thumb, the one of the two thumbs. There are two thumbs. The aliens have, the Xenomorph has two thumbs, one on either side of the hand, each hand. It would help a lot if I was putting this on right. Double check. Okay. Just double checking my lights because I'm just looked up to make sure they're all on, because I have had these light panels go out on me. Okay, that's in place. Before I push it all the way home. Yeah. That wasn't supposed to happen, but it does actually make this a little bit easier. Put some glue on both seams, both sides of where it's going to join up. And grab the thumb. See if we can put it back in where it was supposed to be, where it was until it fell out. Come on, there we go. And push it home just like that. Again, like I said, it's not going to have any stress on it. We go ahead and close the clue at this point. Last thing to do is open the black screws, which go into plastic. Take one of the screws out, put the other in the screw box, throw the pin that I had to break up, or that bent, and that I had to break off to get it to go in, away. Put this joining piece on here. Goes right here. Where do they have it? They have it on the top one. So it's going to go on here just like this. I'm going to tighten it down. And then in the next issue of the alien, we should have the rest of the hand. Go ahead and get this locked in here, tighten it down. And there is the start of the second hand. Arm, let me bring the arm back over. Arm is looking good. I could probably take this zip tie off. I tend to leave them on for at least 24 hours. So this arm is done. Second hand is started, and we're moving on the alien build again. Hope you're enjoying this build. This is one of the harder part works I've ever done, but it is still very doable. Not the easiest one to do, but it is doable, and it should come out decent looking. I do have a couple of spots on the skin where it doesn't look perfect, but I think it looks good. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon if you want to be notified of any time I post new content. Leave a comment. I love comments. I answer most of them. Some of them, sometimes people leave comments that I don't know what to say back, but I answer most comments. I read them all. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow. And I will see you in the next video.